Hello everyone, Tim Eid here, Faith Factor TV, living on the edge. If I'm not living on the edge, as always, I'm taking up way too much space. I hope everything's going well in your world today. In fact, I'm sending my energy out that it will be and will continue to be. Today's message is about three things, starting with the one thing. The one thing is this: decision. Decide. Everything that you and I have going on in our life, whatever we've become, whatever we're doing, and whatever we have, is based upon a series of decisions and our willingness to have made decisions in that process. And I believe that every one of us can look back to a time when we've made a major decision that I believe every one of us has made a decision that without that decision, we would be in a completely different place and space than we are now. For example, I can think of mine. I remember in late 2001, early 2002, talking with a good friend of mine, Scott Powell. I can think in my case about a person calling me on the phone and me answering that phone and making a decision. But here's the important thing I want to share with you is I made that decision not like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll just do it. I made that decision from momentum. I made that decision from power, from confidence, and most importantly, from faith that it was the right thing to do, that it is the right thing to do. And look where I am right now. I'm in Tampa, Florida. It's a beautiful place. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of beautiful places out there, but I look at that as a turning point. But the decision is just one part of those three-step process for all of us to turn our lives in a completely phenomenal and positive direction from wherever it may be now. If it's good now, make it great. If it's great, let's make it spectacular. So the first step is decision, and that's huge. But without the second step, we're going to be kind of stuck right in that same spot. The second step is commitment. I'm committed. The first step says, hey, I'm in this fight. I'm in this war. The second one, that commitment, it says, I don't care if it's hard or if it's easy. I'm doing it. I'm not quitting. I'm not stopping. I'm in it. I'm not trying. I'm going to give it a try. That trying is BS. That's a very weak place for any of us to operate from, and without having a firm commitment in the back of our decision, we're not going to even get to that third step. And the third step is resolve. What does resolve say? What does it mean? Resolve says, I promise myself I will not quit. It's done. It's as good as done, okay? Once I've made a decision, because I'm not going to get to step two without step one, making a decision. And making a decision from momentum and power and faith. And then taking that decision, ladies and gentlemen, and making a commitment that no matter how it goes for us, we're going to go through with it. We're not going to try, we are going to do it. And the third step is resolve. And resolve, when I look in the mirror, no matter what that day's been like, no matter what that week or month or year's been like, I'm saying to myself, I will not quit. I will not waver from my decision and from my path. Decide, commit, resolve, and follow that all up with A.O.M.A. A.O.M.A. What in the world is that? All out massive action. We'll come back and talk about that a little bit more because that deserves even in its own discussion. But be prepared that once you've done those things and you've done that first thing and you made a decision to put all out massive action behind all of your future and present endeavors. And I'm going to tell you something, that's the magic. That's where the magic gets made right there. Trust me, I promise. A.O.M.A. I got a lot of A.O.M.A. to go kick some tail right now on this day, and I encourage you to do the same and operate from faith, operate from momentum and belief. Bring it from your power place. Today's a day for you to make a decision that's going to be in your best interest, the kind of decision that when you look back on it years from now, you're going to say, man, I started right in here. He's right. Tim Eid here, Faith Factor TV. Thank you.